Christmas has come early and Stellantis had dropped images of their SEMA builds. The purple Dodge Charger and the Sublime Green Ram 1500. And like I said a few weeks ago, this Charger is going to be a big nothing burger. So I was exactly right, OC Motivator and TK's Garage. So y'all can eat it. But I'm just kidding, right? But this is basically a purple 6-pack Charger with some Mopar accessories on it to make it look kind of sporty. But what if I told you that this car is hiding some very important clues that could point to a new Dodge Cuda, and these clues are hiding in plain sight. So let's talk about this car and how it is a good sign that a HEMI Cuda is on the horizon sooner rather than later. Okay, well, we're 52,000 friends, and the 56% of you guys who are watching these videos haven't subscribed to the channel yet, help a butter out by liking these videos, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss all the fun and all this late breaking Mopar news, and find that hype button that's hiding around here somewhere. And because I'm going to hype you up real quick, because I'm going to fulfill all your Cuda hopes and dreams. So let's get right into this video, because like I said, this Charger was going to be a big nothing burger, just a SEMA build with some cool parts, and at the end of the day, it was going to be just a 6-pack Charger with an inline 6 Hurricane that no one asked for. And as I said before, there are 0 articles about the record number of orders for inline 6-pack Chargers, but I guarantee you, after this video, that my dear friend Matt McAleer of Dodge, if he announced a HEMI Charger that looks like this, especially with a Cuda package on there will be more orders of that car than when Ram had their HEMI 1500. That was 10,000. I guarantee you can get probably 15 to 20,000 orders for this car if it's affordable and has a HEMI in it. So you can book it. Just saying.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, so I'm like, but this car has me very, very excited because I love the Cuda. That is by far my most favorite Mopar in history. And once I saw the hood and I saw the stripes on this particular concept car, I saw right through it's just a 6-pack. So let me explain this, because like I said, I am I have not been more excited about Mopar since I've seen this actual photo right here. Now, I believe the inspiration behind this Charger is a 1970 AAR Cuda. Now I put up on the screen right here a purple one, so you can come down a rabbit hole with me, and we're gonna see exactly where I'm going with this. Now, I believe the Cuda, this new Dodge Cuda, will be based on a Dodge Charger, and how this car looks, it may just turn to be a trim, kind of like the Hellcat was, the Red Eye, the Super Sox, and Demon, and I'm hoping it's gonna be basically just a performance-only trim. Now, evidence of this in my particular eyes is that the Dodge Charger portal that was released earlier this year, it had basically a Cuda logo on the wall, and then if you look to the right of it, you see this Dodge Charger that it looked like a Dodge Charger under a cover and had a nice defined bulge in the hood. Now, if you look at this picture of the particular car right here, this new concept car, and this has a particular defined bulge in the hood. So it looks like it's also inspired by the Cuda. And like I said, if you look between all the 3 images, they all look pretty similar to one another. Now, this hood to me also looked like the person who designed the Ram TRX's hood, that intake area, also designed this particular hood right here. This is a good sign that it's going to be something that can be put into mass production, because if they share pretty much the same looking parts, that means the same vendor could probably make the same insert. Fingers crossed that this is like something that's really going to come to production, is going to be on placed on a production car. Maybe not the carbon fiber hood, because hood is made out of carbon fiber, but maybe a production version with a steel hood. It's probably gonna use the same exact insert. So my fingers are crossed with this. And I mean, heck, even if you look at this insert, right, it has like 3 dots on there that could be like a placeholder for some actual marker lights. You know, when your vehicle is way too wide, you gotta have the 3 marker lights on there. So this would be pretty cool. And I said this in a video too, that Dodge, you should go put some fender flares on this car, the Charger, to make it just a little bit wider. That way you can put the 3 dots on the hood to make it show that this car ain't playing around, because it is wide as crap. And I think this would be a great look for Dodge. And I'm telling you guys, I love this hood, Dodge. Like, I'm going to give you props. I know I've been giving you guys a hard time. I've been making all these bad videos, but I cannot deny that this is a great looking car and a great looking hood. And I am just so excited by what y'all did here. Way more excited than the Ram dude truck. This right here, take my money. Take my money. I don't have any money. Here we go. Take my money. I want this car. But it better have a damn Hemi, and that's all I'm saying, right? Now, I did look at Slan's press release for this vehicle, and pretty much everything is going to be available. Only thing I didn't see with a part number on there is the fenders and the wheels that's on this prototype or this concept vehicle, whatever you can call it. So if you're all going to be interested in these actual parts, here goes the part numbers for you, so you can go pause the video and get all these part numbers down. And there's also a date stamp on here on when they expect these suckers to be available. Now, what I can tell and what I can notice is that another clue for the Cuda is that you notice how these stripes are called the strobe-stripe graphic, just like how they would be on a Cuda. So we have Cuda-inspired hood, Cuda-inspired stripes. You can't look at that rear wing in this image right here and tell me that this wing right here is not inspired by the AAR Cuda's rear wing as well too. So you got plenty of inspiration from the Cuda. Only thing really missing on this particular concept vehicle is a Cuda badge, a HEMI V8 engine, and I mean, what else can I say? This is basically a Cuda trim to basically mimic that car. They just want to call it a Cuda for some odd reason, but I see the game. I know exactly what it is. And I mean, honestly, I cross my fingers and pray to my dear friend Tim Knis's Mopar Jesus that they will take this Charger and essentially chop several inches out of the middle of it and make a HEMI Cuda out of it, and pretty much make it around the same size as the discontinued Dodge Challenger. This Charger is around 121 inches in the wheelbase, which is way longer than the previous Charger and Challenger. I think the previous generation Charger, not Charger, but Challenger was 116 inches. So you got a lot of wheelbase that you can chop out of this car to make it smaller. I mean, I think it will make this Cuda perfect, and you can basically make it as a separate vehicle. And I think this would be great, and they can make it the same plant, because all I gotta do is you know, do some adjusting and stuff and make it on the same exact assembly line as this Charger. And I mean, it'd be perfect to chop the middle weight out of this car. It'd be less weight. It'd be not as long as a 3-row SUV, because I told you guys in previous videos that this Dodge Charger is literally the exact same wheelbase as the 3-row Grand Cherokee L version, not the regular Grand Cherokee, the L extended version. That's how long this car is compared to a 3-row SUV and stuff, right? And I mean, if they do this, chop it down some, they can essentially maintain a majority of the part sharing between the Charger and a Cuda. I mean, really, the only thing we basically had to be modified, just maybe just behind the rear door, some glass and some interior pieces, and boom, probably 95 to 98% of parts are part shared between the two cars, and you got essentially two different platforms, right? To me, honestly, after having a Charger, because I had drove one for a few weeks and stuff, because Dodge let me borrow one from Roadkill Nights. The Charger is way too big, and I don't see this car ever really beating anything performance-wise because of the size and the weight of it, right? I mean, even the 6-pack cars are weighing where I think Racer X said it was around 4,800 pounds with a actual Hurricane engine in there and all-wheel drive. So I mean, they gotta shed some weight somewhere, and chopping this car down, I think, will help out a ton. Now, if they make this car Challenger size, like I said, down 115, 160 inches, heck, even a little bit smaller, and a Cuda look like this, all that aggressiveness, the hood, the cutout and the fenders and stuff, and all the stripe packages and stuff, and the aggressive wing, this car would sell like hotcakes. It will not stay on the lots. I mean, if you put in there with that big old intake, my D170's engine, it's going to be game over. Especially they do like a 426 Hemi, because of all the emission stuff getting rolled back and stuff. It's essentially gonna be a mic drop. Now, I would essentially drop my mic, but it's on an actual stand, but you get the point. This car is damn near perfect with a couple of tweaks in it. And that's why I'm so excited about this car. There is almost essentially nothing about this car that I would change after getting a good look at and stuff, other than putting a Cuda badge on it, chopping several inches out of it in the middle. And I think the really only thing that I would change essentially is just, I don't like the headlights. I think Stellantis went to cheap route and made the cheapest looking headlights. And I think I want to see some creativity, because these lights right here, like there's some regular square headlights that you'll find like an old 80s truck. I mean, I'm used to having an actual time period to where we had holes cut off our headlights and stuff, and he had images inside the headlight. Hellcat logo, Direct Connection logo, Demon logo and stuff. I want to go back to that era where you have creativity and a lot of things you can point out to people that everybody thinks is cool. These 80s style headlights, I don't particularly like, but I mean, man, I'm just having wet dreams right now, imagining this car looking just like this, purple, sublime green or whatever, having a supercharger wine coming from that hood, especially if it had my Demon 170s blower in there. I mean, people right now already break their necks because they hear me coming and that blower is super loud in my car. I can only imagine now having a brand new fresh car no one's really seen before, because no one's really driving Charger Daytonas anywhere, right? That body style is still relatively fresh and no one's really paying attention to it. Can you imagine a car to like this and a car to sound like my Demon 170? I mean, it's just a crazy, insane thing to think of. Dodge would not be able to keep these cars on the lots. I'm just telling you, right? And even if they don't even put the D170 blower in there, right? I mean, you don't got to even necessarily use the same exact hood and stuff, but you can basically put a 5.7, a 392 in there, and this car will still sell like crazy, especially they make like a budget version or around like 50, 55K for like a 392 version. Man, this car would not stay on the lots. It would not stay on the lots, but I mean, I gotta say, hold on, let me grab my hat. I gotta say, hats off to Dodge for this particular concept. I think this is one of the best looking concept vehicles they've made in years. So all the other ones were kind of boring. The only thing they really did to them was just change the color on them. But this concept vehicle right here is definitely got my attention. Now I'm like, like if I didn't believe a Cuda wasn't coming, this image right here, this concept makes me fully believe a Cuda is going to come. And I mean, I'm going to text my dear friends Matt McAleer and my dear friend Tim Knissis and tell them that, hey, I know I approve you guys to go rush this car into production immediately. Skip over the headache you're gonna have with these Hurricane Chargers, because everybody knows, me, you, and your mama and your daddy, everybody knows all those Charger Sixpack cars, they're essentially gonna pile up on the lots right beside the EV Charger Daytonas. But that's just me, and I'm just saying. But let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. Is this a great sign that the Cuda is coming in the near future? Would you guys buy this car if it was only available with a Hurricane engine, or does it need to be a Hemi and that's it? Should the Charger stay the same size, or does it need to go on a diet and cut some size out of it, and more importantly, lose some weight? Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out this video I made right here about a secret town hall meeting that could lead to this vehicle being created, you can check out this video right here. And until the next time, I am excited.